Beautiful Sagittarius, hey, welcome to your outside reading today for September of 2025. And this is Sparky. Sparky came in to say hello. It's his birthday, and it's his 7th birthday, and he wanted to share it with you all. So we're really enjoying being outdoors today. You know, it's been such a hot, humid summer. We've hardly been outside. So yeah, we got a break in the weather, and here we go. Hope you all enjoy this. Let's see what's coming for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what does Sag need or want to know? There might be a blockage. Sag, look at my cards, like they're all jamming up here. You feeling blocked? Feeling a little blocked, Sag? Ooh, by negative energy. Every now and then this wave of flies is coming in here, and they just came in just for us, Sagittarius. I'm Sagittarius too. So there's some negative energy, somebody who's kind of spying on you that seems to be creating a blockage. Hopefully they'll clear out. Okay, so your first card up here is the Empress, Sagittarius. And the Empress is having to do with being very much in control of your life, very creative. I feel a lot of creativity. You might be doing some projects that you never even thought about doing before. I feel like new gifts. Definitely new gifts are coming into you. I don't know if you could hear the horn beeping. I don't know who that was, but I think they were beeping for Sagittarius. Because things happen in these outdoor readings, you know, I'm reading into energy for you, of course, and it affects the energy in the readings, and it really, you can see more of it as it reflects outside, for sure. So, Sag, your crossing card is the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles can be a money person or a business owner and that sort of thing. Crossing card. So we've got the Empress and the King of Pentacles so far. And somebody beeped at you regarding new skills and talents and new projects. There was a beep beep. So a little emphasis on that. What's on your mind at this time is you might just be wanting to get away from something, walk away, say goodbye to something, follow your inner compass. You can see the guiding star in this. The card that goes along with that, the foundation of it, is your Sagittarius card. And this is very much having to do with you wanting to be more in your Sag energy. So you might be wanting to walk away from something at this time that's making you feel blocked. Something that's irritating you, like these flies are right now. And get into your more grounded Sag self. I feel like you're coming into your old self again, Sagittarius. Creative and fun, but serious and logical and smart, but creative. And I mean, Sagittarius has a lot of special gifts and talents, and it does make people jealous, which I really do think these flies are representing at this time. Sorry for the interruption, Sag. So I see you coming into more balance as you walk away from stuff that doesn't work, stuff you wanted to say goodbye to. I definitely see you doing that. So Temperance Angel. Strong Sagittarius energy at your foundation at this time, okay? Welcome to your old self. So going into the past is the Hermit. Goodbye, Hermit. Goodbye, feeling of isolation all the time. It's like Sagittarius has learned a lot, and now the Hermit is going into the past. I think they're going to finally back off of Sagittarius on this isolation and Hermit energy. And coming up in your immediate future is the Hierophant. Can't wait to clarify that. In fact, let's clarify it now. So Sagittarius, the Hierophant. The Hierophant can represent your beliefs. It can represent Taurus energy. It can represent marriage. It can represent all kinds of structures, governments, and clergy, and all sorts of things like that. But it's clarified by the Lovers. Look at this. So Sag, this has been coming up in your readings. Don't click off. I'm just reading the cards. You could have love coming up in your immediate future, and it could be with a Taurus. It could be something that leads to marriage or something similar to marriage, however you want to frame it. Commitment, that sort of thing. It can be a very spiritual kind of decision you make about a person, or a very important spiritual decision, or very spiritual relationship, and that sort of thing. In your immediate future, and I would say that would be this month, leading into all the way up to the end of September. Over the next 6 weeks would be immediate future for you. And it's going to put you on a whole new path. Here's your extended future. You're going to do something different. What is this path? It's going to bring more balance. Look at that. Whoa, there's the Justice card. Let's see. What is on this new path for Sagittarius? Heightened intuition. Here's the High Priestess card. And I think your intuition will be more balanced too, more clear for you. I feel like it's going to help you work out, even things out for you in some way. I don't even know why I'm saying that exactly, but I think things are going to start to even out. I want to show you this, if I can get it. Look at this. Right across my table right now. Look at this. I know that's no accident. Things happen in readings. Sagittarius, things happen in readings. And look at that little guy. Inchworm. That is a definite animal totem right there. As things even out. I love outdoor readings for that reason. Let's see if I can get him over here. Go, little inchworm. There. I can't wait to look up the totem on that. I was always told when I was a little kid that if an inchworm was on you, it was measuring you for new clothes. And it could be new spiritual clothes, it could be new clothes. I don't know, for some of you for sure. But inch by inch, I feel like. And this is having to do with your new path and more fair judgment and things like that for you, Sagittarius. Wow. You are being seen at this time by others as the Nine of Pentacles, as very self-sufficient, Sagittarius. And you are. You're very independent, very self-sufficient. You don't need anybody taking care of you, making your decisions. You don't want that. I definitely see that in your reading, that other people are admiring that in you, how self-sufficient you are. They're like, how do they do all of that? How do they support themselves? I feel like there's curiosity about you and your sort of Garden of Eden, Sagittarius, whatever that is, Who's looking at you like that? Who sees you as self-sufficient? Somebody who's holding back from telling you. Here's the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's hiding, somebody's masquerading as somebody they're not, kind of keeping an eye on you, which means to me they might have a fake Facebook account, and be careful who you friend, because I feel like this person's pretending to be somebody they're not so they can watch you, not in a creepy way, but still not in an honest way either. They're not being honest with who they are. Could be somebody you were married to before with this Ten of Pentacles, or somebody who's curious about how much money you have. That in particular. Really curious, like, what does she do for money? How is she so self-sufficient? How does she get that Ten of Pentacles? Or he, Most of my viewers are females, and that's why I go with she. Also, there's a she on this card. So somebody fussed about that a week or so ago, and I'm like, just reading it as it comes up, and plus, really, like, probably almost 90% of my viewers on this entire channel are women. So the cards do reflect that. In a collective reading, they're reading for the majority. So feel free to switch the roles, if they don't fit you. This can be you, a guy, as a Nine of Pentacles too, So it's up to you to switch that around. I just wanted to mention that. Okay. Let's see. What's your hopes and fears, Sagittarius? Finding and using your new talents for one thing, of which you have many and of which you're going to get new ones as this upgrade into 5D happens. Your final outcome has to do with 5 of Cups. Some of you might still be holding on to not holding on to it as much as still affected by an old relationship. I feel like there's still some sadness. Sadness over a betrayal is what I'm getting, Sagittarius. Yeah, it brought you into a Queen of Pentacles energy, though. So there was a betrayal, but then you became more grounded and more stable, had more resources and things like that. So double-edged sword, always a trade-off, right? Everything's always a trade-off. Also clarified by the Chariot, it brought you into a lot of success really quickly. I think whatever this betrayal was, I feel like that person set out to hurt you or betray you in some way, but it backfired and you got the better end of things. They got the short end of the stick. And I feel like you got your Nine of Pentacles, your Garden of Eden, your self-sufficiency. But I think some of you, I don't know how long it's been, for some of you a short while, some of you a long while, but here it is. It's some of you still healing from this. You didn't invest your heart in things lightly. So I feel like some of you are still in a lot of introspection about something that ended, some kind of betrayal, some kind of heartache. It goes back and forth. There's hurt, there's betrayal, there's new opportunities. There's more self-sufficiency. I feel like you're guarding yourself. Yeah, there's definitely something about someone from the past. Past person is still showing up here, Sagittarius. 6 of Cups energy, really strong, still showing up with that betrayal. That person's missing you. I feel like there's a lot of longing for you, Sagittarius. I get that. A lot of longing for you because they see you as the Queen of Cups. There's something about also seeing you as a mother or a mother figure, and this person could have even put you in a position of mothering them, and they're longing for that. They're longing for that love relationship, but also the family relationship. And I'm not saying that's cool. I'm to be put in a mothering position when you're trying to be in a relationship. I'm not saying that's okay or cool. I'm just saying it is, and they're longing for that, okay, to be clear. Some kind of sadness and betrayal regarding children, mothers. A mother was involved, their mother too. And I don't know if it was a betrayal or a loss that started to turn things around and cause a betrayal. I'm not sure how that all came together, but it's there, and it left somebody in limbo. Here's the Hanged Man card. Somebody who's in a real state of limbo over this, Sagittarius. You, I think. They're changing gears here. Here's the 7 of Wands. This is, okay, 2 things here. This could be you having held your ground, standing your ground with your person from the past. But I'm also feeling like this is new information. This is showing up kind of as a final outcome card. I see you, Sagittarius, having to defend your territory. I do. And you're defending your territory on this 9 of Pentacles, wherever it went. So you might be literally defending your territory. You could be defending your personal space, your self-sufficiency. I feel like somebody tried to mess with that. I don't know if somebody poked you with a stick, so to speak, or somehow they crossed a big line, Sagittarius. This came up in Aries too, and similar energy here, and I wonder if it's a Sagittarius-Aries kind of conflict or not, or maybe it just happened to the fire signs. I'm not sure. But let's go on. Let me see what this is. Whoa. It may have caused an ending, but also a new beginning. And it could have happened with a Scorpio, with this Death card. And here's what I'm getting, Sagittarius, is somebody crossed a line and you were like, oh no. I think that was an ambulance that just went down the road. I hope this conflict didn't go that far. Could have for somebody. Maybe somebody caused physical harm to you. I don't know. But anyway, I see you standing your ground. Like, I feel like you went all Sagittarius on somebody, right? I feel like you really let somebody have it over crossing your boundaries. And I feel like you really drew a line in the sand and you were like, that can't happen again. It's not going to happen again. And there was a big conflict there, Sagittarius. I feel like people have been pushing you. I feel like almost like people have been poking you and pushing you. You've been pushed far enough. And this one you were like, I'm not letting this go. That's what I get from this. Wow, okay. Whatever it was, you're planting new seeds, Sagittarius. You're doing something new. You're climbing the ladder to success. And it's going to be with something completely new that you didn't expect. Something totally new. Yeah, you're waiting for your ships to come in on it too. Look at that, new opportunities. Wow, Sag, this is such a good reading for you. Let's see if there's anything else you need to know. There's a lot here. You're going to love this. Look, Sun card. Sun card. So there's a lot of happiness. Final words here. Sun, happiness. This is the best card in the deck, and it's yours. This is your final outcome where all this is leading you. And good for you for setting that boundary if you're the one that did that, because you needed to. I feel like that person was impeding your happiness. So whoever it was you set that boundary with, I feel like they did something so absurd to you, Sagittarius, that you were like, oh no, don't even try it. That's what I get. Like, you really let somebody have it in the verbal way that you do. You know, you went into your Sagittarius white anger, as I call it. You know, white anger is the really cutting kind. You know, you don't get mad. You just slice into somebody verbally. Very direct, very blunt. That's what I feel with this. You're like, you're not messing with my happiness and my 9 of Pentacles. Oh no, you're not. That's what I get, Sag. I feel like you really went full on Sagittarius warrior mode. And I think you had every right to. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit, is you have every right to do that. Yeah. So, Sag, is there anything else I need to tell you today? I've enjoyed doing this reading for you outdoors. I hope you enjoyed being out here. I hope the traffic noise wasn't too bad. It got later in the day, and I think I've got 5 o'clock traffic a little bit. Be sure to check your subscriptions. Somebody left a message, a reply, a comment on Chippy's channel that said, I can't find your mama's channel because YouTube unsubscribed me. Can you please remind me the name of it? I can't remember the name of the channel. You know, they unsubscribed me. I didn't mean for that to happen. And I'm sure if it's happening to her, it's happening to a lot of you. So do check to make sure and hit the notification bell. That'll kind of help connect them. So it'll show you the readings when they come up too. Okay, so it's Spot on Psychic Readings by Tammy. And look out for impersonators too. We've had some of that. Some weird stuff happening on here recently. So anyway, thank you for being here. I always love reading for you all, my fellow Sagittarius tribe. It's great to connect with you. So enjoy the sunshine and enjoy your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.